You hold up a vial of stabilizer to the light. Ah! I don't have to save up. Oh my god, I have. Oh, that's so good. Okay.
I am Smogles and I'm not a robot. I'm a normal guy with normal thoughts. I am Smogles and I'm just like you. There's no reason to believe I'm anything else. Totally no.
Hello, everyone. I'm Smogles. I'm not a robot, and I'm very scared. Oh, okay. Did I do this? Did I do a upgrade before? I don't remember if I did. Oh, I was saving the upgrade. That's what I was doing. I was saving the upgrade for when everything goes better. I was saving the upgrade so that I could get one of the advanced items up there. Anyway, what's happening right now is I'm about to go to sleep, and you'll notice that this clock of me being hunted is about to run out. So I don't know what's gonna happen, and that was the cliffhanger. We came up last episode, and I have been scared ever since. So it's time. I gotta go for it. Just gotta do it. Just gotta press the button. Press it. Just dirt. Why I have a 6. That's nice. Oh, nope. Trying to leave is not a good thing. Hold it there, sleeper. Comes a voice from behind you. Don't you run. You know what? I've been doing very well not running away, so let's do it. Ethan, the cynical bounty hunter. Good. Great. Good, good. A hand pats your coat down. You know your master's voice. Ethan spins you around. He is wearing a wide smirk and a slick jacket. You immediately know he is terrible news. Got all the way out here, then stayed put. He laughs a cruel laugh. That a sleeper thing? My first. You barely hear him. You notice the handgun he has leveled at your chest, and it's hard to take your eyes off it. He reaches down with his other hand and slips some kind of ring from a belt loop without taking his eyes off you. Making it to the eye, though, that's pretty good. This place isn't so bad. Bars, markets, people. I pull most of my contracts out of asteroid caves or off of godforsaken moons. He splits the ring into 2 perfect circles. It's hard to hit civilization when there's so much space to pass through. Not talking to him. Stay silent. He reaches over to slide the rings around your wrists. Go easy. And I'm going. Make a break for it. You see a chance the moment his eyes leave you to watch the rings. You spin, knocking him away, sprinting down the corridor. Then a shot rings out, echoing off the metal so loud it hurts your ears. Bullet hole smokes in the wall beside your head. You freeze and Ethan closes the gap. This is a very boring routine. Trust me, I've seen it all before. Sips the rings over your trembling wrists. Ethan nudges you to start walking. To the ship and home, he whistles, going easy. You stumble down the corridor, your hands behind you, your mind racing. Please, stop. Don't debase yourself by begging, please. Ethan pulls a sharpshooter's earplug out and pops it back in. Consider these deaf ears. Ethan yawns, continue to nudge you down the corridor. Shame to come all the way out here just to head back to SNR right away. A trackers of yours makes this too quick. I was hoping you put up a bit more of a chase, you know? Running battle through Bright Market maybe, or a holdout in the low end. There's a few establishments I would have enjoyed checking out while I asked around. We walked in silence a little longer, desperately trying to think of a way to escape. That SNR tracker will be the death of you. Hey, I have an idea. Ethan interrupts your thoughts. How about on the way back to the ship, we stop for a drink? I'm buying. He laughs at his own joke. I have a better idea? It's better not be one of those where you do a dramatic pause and try to jump me, because I'm pretty tired of that. Oh. I got myself thinking, what's the rush here? Here we are in one of those lawless joints in the surrogate systems. We're heading for the exit. Pauses. Trudge on in silence. Okay, here's the idea, starts Ethan. You and me, we make a little agreement. Here are the terms. He turns to face you. He turns you to face him. You run or leave. Try to abandon the eye, I shoot you. You plot, scheme, you try to kill me, I shoot you. But, smiles, you come, meet me at an establishment of my choice. Every few cycles, you pay my tab, I don't shoot you. He pauses. You don't pay the tab. He rattles his handgun. You get the idea. I get it. Hey then. Sounds to me like a deal. He stretches. You know, I really thought that I was gonna have to kill you, but this is so much better. He clicks something at his belt and the rings release from your wrists. I'm going to see if I can find my old stool at the compressor club. Come see me there. He aims a handgun at you, squinting down the sight. Let me just remind you, that body of yours is one big tracker, so don't even think about leaving the eye. I'll know. Ethan turns, strides off down the corridor, slipping his handgun away. Mix of relief and terror you feel is overwhelming. What are you going to do? Okay. Bang! I would really like you to come back and get this tracker off me like you said you would. Okay, so how many cycles before I need to get Ethan's tab taken care of? I don't even know how much he's gonna require. Alright, what are my drives? Build a shit mind. Oh, I wanted to do the Ort market. That could work. Bang. Repair the ambergris. Right, gotta do the Neovend. I need to get Yadigan data for Sabine. It'll get me my stabilizer. Improve the overlook. Real caps, which are super expensive to get to. Study the winter light. Okay. How much does it cost me to get up here? God, 150 cryo. Okay. Alright, what are the Yadigan data that I can get before I get chased by the stupid hunter again? Okay, I can complete this sequence easily with one. Great. Put that in Sabine's area. Great. There's one more Yadigan agent. Of course, that's probably gonna get the hunter on me, and the things are gonna go bad from there. Alright. Let's hold off on getting the hunter on me for right now. Well, let's see what the... Well, let's first see what the Yadigan agent needs. Oh, I don't even have the required stuff for that. I rolled too high again. Okay, so... I think I was doing well with the Ord exchange. And I can actually get a perfect score on this. Do I have any scrap components? No. So I can get some stuff and become a trusted trader, getting me stuff I need for Neovend. Because I think my goal is to be able to hack freely, so I need to get the hunter off my case. Okay. That's what I'm gonna do. Gonna put a big old 6 there. Get everything going. Perfect. That's great. Dragos, right. Dragos is gonna get freaking how is the ship do? Ship is technically going to be good in 2 cycles. I could help it along so that it's ready tomorrow, which could be very good for me. I also generally need to make more money. Could go more into the Ord exchange again. Oh, I should probably... Right, I should probably start looking up, like, the low end and start checking that area out eventually for the free spoke. Let's focus what I can, like, let's branch out slowly. So let's go to Dragos's yard. Because I have high rolls, I should do those high rolls now. Let's do that here. I have Intuit, so there's no way there's going to be a negative thing involved. Good, we have a little progress on finding out more about this winter light. Let's try getting the ambergris done. Nope, great. Okay, well. Anytime I try to help there, I end up causing more problems, so I'm gonna stop doing that. Especially since it makes me it makes me lose energy, and it's just not good. Okay. Eat again. Okay, so I made a net gain of 4 credits, so I should do some work. Do anything at the shipyard that's gonna... You ever feel like you're overqualified for everything that's happening? just always everything requires physical labor, and I'm just so smart. I could try the exchange because my Intuit's good. And I can't get a failure if I do this round. Let's do that. Okay. Something new has appeared. The Ord Fabricator! Ship mines cannot be built from scratch. If you have enough salvaged fragments, can be reassembled with a fabricator. Okay. believe some of these have fragments. Why is that so expensive? Okay, where else could I get chipmunk fragments? Nodes, have an edge agents, key nodes, yet again. I mean, I can't do anything about it now anyway. Okay. I should probably get... okay. We'll go to sleep. We'll find out what we can do. This is generally just not going well. Okay. Well, it could have been worse, but not that much worse. Okay, got a 6 in there. Got a couple of stuff. Okay. So that'll be definitely done tomorrow. We have here. We have scrap. It could help unload the containers, but that's not gonna go well. I mean, playing the exchange does get me a good bit of money into it. Is always helping. Alright, I'm gonna have to do it at some point, so might as well while I have enough to go around. I'm gonna try to get that. What do I have? An encrypted key. You know what? There's gotta be one of these places where I can sell data that I hack. 'Cause I feel like that's gonna get me so much money. Let's first we're gonna go to this Yadigan agent. Put my 1 in there. Great, I got perk, I got 5 cryo. Gonna get chased by the hunter, but it's gonna happen. Those familiar threads wrap around you, bind you, test you. Entity, submit. Hunter's strange head bobs in your vision. You're allied in the sealed dock cannot save you. That globed head you see whirling strings of data, so many spinning there that they threaten to tear out through this thin skin and whip out into the void around. What happened to this creature? The threads squeeze and you lose any sympathy you might have had. You must escape. Strike! You lash out once more, pushing Hunter back, severing threads that regrow as fast as they are broken. You slip away. You realize you have to find a way to deal with the hunter once and for all. This is getting too dangerous. Oh, God. Don't like that. Okay. But I can help Sabine now. This time a message appears on the terminal screen. Another recording, perhaps? As you turn away from the terminal, the final cache of Yadigan data uploaded. Air crackles with white noise. Sleeper? Sabine's voice, weaker than before, comes through the haze. Sabine? A sigh of relief comes through the layers of noise. The call must be coming in from somewhere on the station. This has to be short. I don't know if Yadigan are monitoring me. Their voice is hushed, distant. You try to focus on it. The data you've been bringing in from Yadigan agents? Something in it. I don't understand. A shrill howl rattles through the signal. This data is all gleaned from their implants. Records of integration with their nervous systems, performance analysis, error rates, usage data. I installed many of these implants and I didn't enable any of this functionality. Their voice dips under the level of the noise like a swimmer slipping beneath the water. You listen to the waves for a few seconds before Sabine re-emerges. Has to be somehow baked into their wetware's interface. And that's not all. The systems compiling this data are connected to some kind of transmission protocol. It's being broadcast. Wait, why? Every Yatagan enforcer is equipped with black market implants, retinal enhancements, adrenaline boosters, pain suppressors. These implants are gathering data on themselves, on enforcer bodies, on their performance. Why? I can't tell. But I can promise you, these foot soldiers have no idea this is going on. The background tone switches, dropping to a grainy rumble. If they knew, I don't imagine they would be happy with the situation. Yatagan would have a mutiny on their hands. You lean toward the terminal, straining to listen to Sabine's faint voice. I need a few cycles to pull all this together, but this might be the information I need to pressure Yannick into releasing my debt. Yannick? He is one of the heads of Yatagan. They pause. It is better you don't know him. Keep it that way. Suddenly a banging echoes through the call. Sabine's voice suddenly whispered, panicked. I have to go. Come back in 4 cycles. And then the sharp crack of a disconnect, silent fills the apartment. Step back from the terminal. What does Yatagan have to gain from monitoring its own members? You try to recall what you know about the gang, but you have little to go on. You think of Toshiro, Sabine's minder, his mirrored teardrop implants set below his eyes. What data could they be gathering? More importantly, where are they sending it? You reflexively rub your forehead, trying to think, can you really trust Sabine? How did they come to be Yatagan's doctor in the first place? You think of their kindness, their care, but also that glazed look of recognition that they gave when they first met you. That look stays in your mind as you slip back out of the apartment, glancing around as you close it up and drift into the corridors of the station, unable to shake the unpleasant sensation of being observed. Okay. Okay, so we have something to wait for. We have 48 credits. We just have to wait for Sabine to make contact. If we ultra succeed in Winterlight, that could be very good. They're selling scrap, but I don't know how much they buy scrap. Okay. Let's focus on getting Dragos' yard done. Let's do this. Great. And I got a scrap item. Oh. Oh, I love it. Oh. Input a scrap component. Sell that. Sell that, baby. 12 cryo. Good. I don't know how much cryo I need to pay for this guy's tab. How long is he going to be drinking if he's just going to be staying there? Good. Good. I think I do this. I like my odds. Yes! Whew! We'll find out if something happens here. Squeezed into the office at the entrance to the yard, you lay out everything you have on the winter light across the metal desk. Your makeshift forensic notes glow on Dragos's old writing slate, overlapping lines and scrawled annotations. A set of drone scans fill the small terminal with a spectrum of colors, a heat map of damage and decay. A crumpled printout from the office's ship registry lies beside them, synthetic paper so thin it is almost transparent. Look at the monitor. Reactor failure. That is the verdict that anyone would have returned after a cursory glance at the stacked heat maps of the remains of the Winterlight. On the terminal screen, the ship is shown in section, blotches of color marking the approximate damage the ship sustained. Dominating the view is a single blood-red rose radiating from the ship's fraction drive. A simple story, a catastrophic failure of the drive core leading to a fatal hull breach. A well-documented failure, likely brought on by wear or misuse. But you aren't looking at the rose of the reactor. You're looking at a smaller, paler mark, one that might be easy to miss at first glance. It is thumbprint-sized and delicately placed over the control servos for the ship's main external airlock. It suggests a controlled, shaped explosion, one designed to punch through the hull and allow access to the airlock from the outside. You are looking at it because it is troubling you. Look at the slate. Your attempts to reconstruction of the Winterlight before its fatal accident consists of a series of overlapping sketches, diagrams showing possible layouts and configurations of the gutted cutter. It was no off-the-shelf model. It was heavily modified. Parts replaced with inventive configurations, the new retrofitted into the old, handmade joints, reconditioned filters. This was someone's pride and joy. A lifetime project kept running with care and intuition. It also contained a hidden set of compartments. You missed them at first, where the hull had been thickened, the corners rounded to disguise the change, but they are there. Look at the printout. The plain list shows the registry of history of the Winterlight. The gaps between the entries are tantalizingly opaque. Its first registration was a couple of thousand cycles ago in this very station, logged at the central hub. From here, the registry tells the story of a busy ship, one that rarely stayed on station for more than a few cycles, and often took on voyages that kept it away from the eye for up to 100 cycles. The Winterlight got little rest. An old ship, many cycles under its belt, carefully maintained, a reactor failure preceded by a carefully concealed external entry, a suite of hidden compartments tucked away. This was the Winterlight, and this was its story. But it's not the full story, because there's something else. It is little more than a list, a tiny chunk of data you were able to pull from the ship's systems. The main systems were fried, of course, but the Winterlight had a separate system, one tucked away in one of its hidden compartments, armored, air-walled. This list, the only recoverable piece from the whole system, is a partial inventory. It details the contents of hidden compartments. Some of it you recognize, some of it you don't. Shipmind ROMs, shimmer, cryochain codes, and then the final entry. Passenger. Sleeper. You stare at the list on the terminal, try not to think about what it was like arriving here. In the cold for so long, half frozen in the freight container. Had this sleeper been smarter? Luckier? How had they convinced the Winterlight, a smuggler ship if you ever saw one, to extract them from SNARP? Luckier? You laugh. There had been no remains found in any of the Winterlight's compartments. You had checked. Weren't so lucky, you guess. Not in the end. You hold up a vial of stabilizer to the light. Ah! I don't have to save up. Oh my god, I have. Oh, that's so good. Okay. A parting gift from SNARP. Well, it won't go to waste now. You put it back in your pocket. Urgh! The thought still bothers you, though. 2 ships carrying sleepers coming into the same yard. 2, one after the other. That feels wrong. You flick back and forth between the data sets on the terminal, thinking. You see that thumbprint again. Mark is someone trying to get in. Someone who entered the winter light with precision and speed, and when they were done, left the reactor to clean up the mess. Thought of that person makes you shiver. Suddenly, the office door creaks open. Drago stands in the doorway, staring at the equipment and notes you have assembled. What's all this? He said, I know I've changed Dragos' voice. I had forgotten what his voice was. And now I got it, so we're fine. Everything's fine. What's all this? He snatches its slate from the desk faster than you realize he could move. You're running an investigation here? What am I paying you for? The drone on his shoulder starts whining shrilly, his anger passing to it through his implants. Where's this ship from? Leave this alone. He starts shaking his head. I know you have a lot of questions, but this isn't the way. He turns away, muttering to himself, this is the last thing I need. Who's bringing you these ships? Drago freezes, suddenly angry. Why are you asking? You're looking to get us both killed? We cut things up. That's our part. Their part is something I don't want to know. Drago seems to steady himself and then turns back to you, the heat map of the reactor failure reflected in his headset's glassy eyes. I've given you a place to stay. I've given you work. He stumbles over the words, unsure what to say. There's plenty of others that would have sold you on, turned you in. But not me. No? I know. He softens. Look, you've helped me too, replies the drone. I've done well by you. You've returned the favor. He straightens up and clears his throat. But this obsession you have with the ship isn't going to work for me. I can't have you making my clients nervous. I can't have you digging up whatever it is you're after. He sighs. You can't work here anymore. Okay, I do need the work. There's plenty of work to be had on the Eye. Salvage needs offloads in the Rotunda. Yet again, are always looking for crew. I'm not the only show in town. Dragos reaches across you and flicks off the terminal. As the light on the monitor dies, a kind of eerie calm falls on both of you. Whatever it was, Sleeper. Oh, whatever this was, it is done. You made it out, Sleeper. That means you have to move on. What if they come for me? And you run. Don't come here. Don't scream. You don't shout. You run. In the dark, Dragos' headset glints. Wish for a moment you could see his eyes and meet them. Maybe then he would understand. You get up from the desk and Dragos gathers the notes, stuffing them into a pocket of his overalls. He holds the door for you, his headset as expressionless as always. You can stay in the container. Won't take that from you. Don't come back. His tone was final, definite, an edge of disappointment. You walk out of the office, then out of the yard, not stopping to look back. You leave the yard, thumbing the vial in your pocket, knowing that this, at least, guarantees you a little more time. And as you walk, your mind once again drifts to that person who killed the winter light, and whether or not that person will come for you. Oh. Oh, okay. So I guess... Oh. I guess that's it for the, for Dragos. Okay. What if I gave myself the sunbathed dissection? That way I wouldn't have to keep... Or I can give myself random scrap actions. How agent nodes give double data. That means I can keep myself exposed for a less amount. Let's make my interface just absolutely perfect. And then I'll work on getting my endurance. Okay. Right, so that's everything with Dravos. At least I have a syringe, although... Man. Okay. Let's see what I can do here. I could spend my time helping the Overlook Bar. I use my perfect dice, that'll just really help them. Although I should make some more money. So if I could start getting some low end stuff. I think I need to make sure I'm focus firing, so I need to make sure I'm focusing on the things that need to get done. Having the ambergris will be really helpful. Could wait till tomorrow, where I'll have 3 dice left. Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm gonna go Overlook. I know what I'll do. Because if I put this here, I still have a better chance of making some more money. Doing the spoke. Ooh. Good to know that my Intuit will help the spoke climbing be very helpful. I'm gonna... Right, focus firing. Helping the Overlook Bar. God, this is gonna take so long. All right, and then play some of the market. Got some money out of that. That's good. Okay. All right, this isn't terrible. Okay. Not terrible, not great. But that's where we're at right now. And that's the end of, I guess, Dragos's story in this section. So we'll find out who my friends are afterwards. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. We are going to be back on a regular schedule again. Things got just messed up with filming and scheduling and all of that, but we're going to be back on a regular schedule now. Thank you for watching. Please like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. We will be back with more Citizen Sleeper and hopefully surviving, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.